right, good day, and welcome back to the channel. So this reading is for Pisces. All right, this reading is for Pisces. So if you're new to the channel, welcome. If you like the content on this page, go ahead and hit like, comment, and subscribe. Tap that notification bell so you can receive all of the uploads to this channel. Also, if you're interested in custom crystal jewelry, shop ebony and green, use my promo code so that you can receive 15% off. All right, so Spirit, what do we have for Pisces? Okay, so Pisces, it's time to set your intentions and create. Anytime you see this high priest energy, that's what Spirit wants you to do. They want you to focus. All right, they want you to focus, establish what your intentions are, and create what it is that you are going to create. Get started. All right, so don't be scared. You know, I know there may be some fear surrounding something new, but just get started. Intend and create what it is that you're going to create. Shift your perception. All right, so the way that you're looking at this situation, Spirit is wanting you to kind of tilt your perspective a little bit, tilt your perception a little bit, because you may be looking at, especially when it comes to the creation of something, you may be looking at this situation like with the pandemic and the coronavirus. To you, it may seem like, oh, this is the worst time to start a business. This is the worst time to start an idea. This is the worst time to do this. But no, this is actually the perfect time for you to do all of those things, all right? This is the perfect time for you to focus on what it is that you need to focus your energy on, all right? And this is the perfect time for you to release it. Now, I ain't saying release it during retrograde and while Pluto and Mercury and all these things are in retrograde. But what I'm saying is, I'm saying that it'll be a perfect time for you to cultivate that idea and go ahead and release it. And then a lot of the time, the way that you're thinking about certain things, it may not be accurate. So also, Spirit has a way of wanting you to change your focus or change the way that you're thinking, because they don't want you to get fixated on the wrong ideas as well. All right. And you're not alone. So you may have been feeling like you're alone, like you're doing this journey alone, but you're not alone. Okay, your guides are there with you. Spirit is there with you. Everyone is there with you. So you are not alone on this journey. So anytime you're feeling like that, you know, just go and sit with your guides, sit with Spirit, and let them know, like, hey, you know, talk to them, and they'll let you know, like, hey, we're here with you, we're guiding you, we're assisting you with whatever you need. All right. And so soon, you know, as long as you're doing your work, you're going to enjoy the growth and reap the rewards of everything that you're, you know, that you cultivated, that you intended and create. You know, although there's going to be steps required first, but you're going to enjoy the benefits of this stuff. All right. Planting seeds, bearing the fruits of those seeds that you planted. Like, that's what's going to happen. Okay. Yeah, you got to let that magic out. They like, look, you got all this magic, you hiding this magic, and they want you to share it with the world. They want everybody to see it, so you gotta let it out. You know what you're capable of, and trust in the unknown. It's difficult for you to trust things that you can't see, or trust in things that you don't understand, or trusting in things, you know. But Father Sky's like, no, you need to trust in the unknown. This is the time that you need to have the most faith right here. You need to have the most faith right here. So although it seems like, oh no, I don't want to, you know, I don't know what's going on, I don't know if this gonna happen, don't do that. All right, trust in the unknown. It's unpredictable. Guess what? Divine timing. Spirit got all of this stuff already planned out. Okay, you just got to make sure that you're listening to them, right, so that you can get the correct answers. Okay, because that's what you really need. You need the correct answers. Okay, so they the only ones got the answers to the test. Purify. So it's going to be a cleanse. Pele. It's going to be a cleanse. A fiery cleanse here. All right. So there's some things that needs to be cleared out. All right. Mind, body, and soul need to be cleared out. And then that passion going to ignite, you know. So clearance of all of that negative energy, all of that limiting beliefs type of energy, clearing all that out. And then once you clear all that out, it's going to be some things shifting. There's going to be some fire igniting here. All right. Compassion. Listen, 3, you gotta have some compassion. Okay, that's your number 3. You gotta have compassion. Okay, you gotta, you know, that's another thing with this perception and how you're thinking about things. You have to see things at different angles, from different perspectives, from different places that people are in their lives. So you know, you don't be so judgmental. All right. Don't be so judgmental. Don't be so critical of others. And don't be so critical of yourself. But definitely don't be critical of others. All right. So you have to establish yourself some compassion. If you don't have any, you need to work on that. Leading with love. Okay. Failure. See, number 7. So this tree is withering, and there's some insecurities here surrounding failure. Okay, because of what's going on in the world. To you, the world appears in drought. To you, the world appears like it's, to you see scarcity where others see opportunity. So you need to reverse your way of thinking. It's time for you to change that. Number 7, time for you to change your way of thinking. Stop thinking failure and start thinking success. Okay. Lastly, Crone transmutation. Okay. So things need to shift. You need to transmute that energy. You need to transmute it from that negative perspective, that negative way of thinking, into a positive way of thinking. That way you'll start seeing things positively manifest in your life. All right? Because if you're always thinking negative, if you're always self-sabotaging yourself, then guess what? Nothing good is going to come of it. So you have to really think about how you're thinking of yourselves and how you're thinking of your ideas and how you're thinking about your businesses and things like that. You have to really really dig deep, all right, and change your way of thinking. Because in certain instances, when it comes to things concerning you, and you really good about motivating everybody else and pumping their heads up and telling them all the things that they need to hear and making sure that they're doing what they need to do. But you don't have that same energy when it comes to yourself and your aspirations and your ideas. And so you need to transmute that energy and change it, okay? Be your own cheerleader. All right. 20, all right? So when things come in, don't be so rough with it. Be gentle with it. Be soft with it, all right? Like when these downloads come in, don't just rush and like, oh, my spirit gave me a download. That's it. No, you need to sit with that thing and you need to gently approach it. All right. You need to embrace it, right? You need to understand it until you can make sense of it. And then you can move forward. Okay. Cause spirit gonna tell you when it's time. Every idea ain't meant for you to just come in and bam, just run off and but the idea is you're supposed to be doing it, right? You're supposed to be intending and creating, all right? But you're also supposed to be sitting with it just a little bit, just so that you can make sure it's in alignment with your divine purpose and then move forward, okay? Yeah, but it's up to you. You're having a problem bringing it into form. 41. This was upside down, so I had to do a whole flip. You having an issue with bringing it into form, and that's that negative self-talk that you're doing with yourself. That failure talk, that being critical, So that's why it's important for you to transmute that energy, right? Because you're having an issue in bringing it into form, and that's what you should be doing. You should be bringing your ideas in form, intending and creating, setting your intentions and creating what you set your intentions on. You see what I'm saying? Ooh, shock of the new, number 6. So a shock of the new. Once you do that, you're going to be so shocked at how far you can go. All right? You're going to see things differently. You're going to speak differently. You're going to act differently. You're going to move different. You're going to look different. People are going to look at you and they're going to be like, wow, this person is, it's completely different than when I knew them of. Right? Completely different, right? So that's how it's going to be, okay? Completely new person. A new person. You're gonna shock yourself. Alright? You're even gonna be shocked. Watch. You're gonna be shocked too. You're gonna be like, whoa, I didn't know I could do this. Yeah, that's all you gotta do. Just stick to it. Change your way of thinking and your possibility is endless. Spirit, what else? Independence. So you just gotta get off to yourself and think. All right, you got to get off to yourself and think. Don't think that you're neglecting people because you're off to yourself. Being off to yourself is good. It's good for your creative genes to flow. All right, it's good for you. It's going to help you establish where you need to be, establish your success, establish your role, yada, yada, yada. All right, so being, by yourself, thinking and doing all those things is a good thing. So don't think it's a bad thing. Don't think, oh, no, my friends ain't going to like me because they're going to think I'm acting funny. No. You already know what you're supposed to be doing. And so once you do this work, what Spirit is saying is, you know, it's not a lot of work. They just want you to make some minor modifications, okay? And once you make these minor modifications, you can expect a miracle. They're going to continuously tell you that because you're going to have to make these modifications first. And as soon as you make these modifications, this miracle going to come through. And you're going to be like, oh my goodness, I couldn't believe that this was happening to me. Purification again. Spirit, like, you need a whole cleanse. You need a whole cleanse, boo-boo. You need to cleanse your mind, your body, and your soul. That's it. And the reason why you need this cleanse is because that is the reason why you are talking to yourself in a manner that is not producing fruit. Okay? Not every gardener is gonna bear a harvest when they first garden, the first time they garden. Not all of them. Some of them have green thumbs, some of them don't. But let me tell you something about gardening. There are differences in gardening. There are different temperatures that things can grow in. There are different types of fertilizer that things can grow in. Certain things need water. Certain things need sunlight. Certain things don't need any sunlight. Certain things can't have too much sunlight. So that's the thing. So you gotta adjust according to what you planted, right? So your mind, your body, and your soul is gonna need cleansing. It's gonna need some, you know, purification, all that good stuff. All right, but don't worry, you got it, right? Hey, my spirit well. I'm going to your spiritual path here. Okay, so it's gonna require you to do some traveling. All right, maybe that's part of your bucket list. I don't know, but your spiritual journey on your travels is either going to involve traveling or are you going to be traveling somewhere and you're going to come across it, right? But it's involving some travel. So some of y'all about to move, okay? Some of y'all about to make a move. And when you make that move, things going to change after you make that move. Crystals, hey, connecting with these crystals. Connect with them, okay? That's going to help heal. Look at these options. So many options. You don't believe you have all these options. But Spirit saying you got several options. That's why you need trust in the unknown. Okay? You have to consider all possibilities when it comes to your career. Okay? Consider them. What's it going to hurt? I mean, right now, really, like, what's it going to hurt? It's not going to hurt anything. Considering the possibilities. Right? Because you got options. You settled for what you're doing. You don't have to do that. You do know that, right? You settled for that. You settled for it. You are bigger than that. That's what Spirit said. You are bigger than that. You still are. They gave you this gift. They want you to use the gift. You reneged on your gift, and now you're doing what you're doing, and you're unpleasant. And you're unpleasant in what you're doing because you didn't do what you were supposed to do. And I'm not trying to give you a lecture. That's what Spirit is saying. Spirit has said that you're feeling uneasy about what it is that you're doing because you had plenty of options. You chose the lesser option. And now you're bitter because they told you to go ahead and move forward with your gifts. And you didn't move forward with your gifts. You was hesitant. You didn't unlock your magic. So they're going to tell you again. But that's why you're unhappy, right? And that's contributing to what's going on. And that's further assisting you in your negative talk. So you need a cleanse, and then you need to start over, and you need to get in your gifts, and then you need to go on forward and do your thing, right? See? Be patient, 23. You just eager beaver. Just be patient, okay? Be patient when it comes to this because no one's going to get it all back. Remember, this gardening, I don't know what made me start talking about gardening, but this is perfect for a be patient card. That's what needs to be healed. Your patience needs to be healed. You need to have more faith, 22. So write your numbers down because this is your synchronicity. You need to have more patience and you need to have more faith. Okay? It's like you believe them, but you don't. And so let me tell you something about divination. You can't fool spirit. You can't fool spirit. So you might got your friends fool like, oh, I'm spiritual than thou. But no, you still lack faith. Okay? So heal your faith. 36. Heal this hole in your heart. This hole in your heart is really, see this hole in your heart? Some of y'all got it from some of y'all, it happened with y'all mom or some kind of feminine energy. Some of y'all happened just with y'all caregivers in general. Some of y'all it happened with somebody y'all respect and they violated your trust in some way, but you have a hole in your heart, and it's a void that needs to be filled. All right, it needs to be filled, and this void that needs to be filled is what's blocking you and what's creating you to think negatively, and all of these different things, like these different blocks in your life, comes from this place right here. Even the not having patience and the not having faith, it comes from this void. And in certain instances, when in a point in your life you felt like, oh man, nothing I ever do like happens for me, and that's created that lack of faith, and along with your upbringing and things like that. So you got to heal this void in your soul first, and then once you heal this void in your soul, you're gonna notice things are going to change dramatically for you. All right, it's going to change dramatically for you. All right, Spirit, what else? This is a soul-to-soul message, so this can resonate either way. All right, this can be past life, current, soul-mate. It could be a message directly to you, from your soul to you. However you perceive this message, but that's how it should resonate, okay? All right, Spirit, let's see. Okay, so someone's sending you love on a daily basis. So if you were concerned about if someone was mad at you for something, they're sending you love. They're not even thinking about whatever transpired between y'all. All right. This experience is not happening to you. It's happening for you. Okay. So this experience, this situation, this thing that you just can't get out of your head, that's causing all of this, whatever, this confusion and things like that in your mind. This happened for you. It happened to get you into this place, to get you into this space. All right, because if this heavy situation had not happened for you or happened to you, you wouldn't be in this space. All right, you'll still be running around doing whatever you want to do. So now you're here seeking counsel, and you're seeking counsel only because of this situation, okay? Oh. We will meet again in another lifetime to balance out what happened this lifetime. So some of y'all blew it with y'all soulmate. And guess what? Y'all gonna meet again in another lifetime, because y'all was supposed to get that thing together this lifetime. And you blew it. Not them. You did. So they gonna holler at you when y'all reincarnate, because y'all failed that task that y'all was supposed to complete together. But not saying that you still can't complete these other things, but you guys failed that thing that y'all was supposed to complete together. And when I picture lifetimes here, how Spirit is revealing it to me, it's more like when you are reborn. So reborn meaning, purifying yourself of your old life and stepping into your new life and that lifetime. All right. So it'll come around again. It'll come around again. Okay. And so, yeah, it's going to come around. So, it's okay. It's okay. It's not the end of the world. You can still fulfill your soul mission. You just didn't fulfill that part of your soul mission. So, you'll fulfill this soul mission, and then you'll come back around, and then you'll feel the soul purpose that you were supposed to fulfill with your soulmate, and then still fulfill that soul mission in another lifetime. All right? So, I hope that makes sense. All right, so if you want the extended version of this reading, go ahead and follow us on Patreon. The link is in the description below. All you have to do is become a supporter to receive some of the extended versions of these readings, and we will holler at y'all. Integrity. So make sure that whatever it is that you're doing is aligned with with your integrity. Okay. So make sure everything that you do is aligned with your integrity. Don't do things just to please other people. Align your actions and your values and all of your inner whatever with what's right for you. So don't ever compromise yourself just to make sure that other people are happy. Don't people please. All right. So if you're dealing with people and they don't align with your principles,